Yo, Harlem is lit right now, and you don't want to blink because what's happening with Max B? Cameron and Charleston White is the kind of drama that shakes the streets and the streams. Max B is officially BACK, stepping out after years behind bars, and he's not just making music, he's reclaiming his throne in Harlem hip-hop. Sending shockwaves that no one saw coming. Fans are buzzing, critics are talking, and the streets, they're divided. But it doesn't stop there. Cameron, one of Harlem's legends, is spilling truths that most of the city never knew. Stories, insider revelations, and raw history about Max B. The rise of Dipset and the real Harlem scene. And as if that wasn't enough, Charleston White, the outspoken, controversial voice everyone loves to debate, is dropping reactions that have the internet divided. And social media is erupting like never before. This isn't just a story about a rapper returning. It's about legacy, loyalty, and street credibility all colliding in real time. Every comment, every clip, every reaction is part of a battle that's bigger than music alone. Bang! And you're about to see it all unfold. The alliances, the shockers, and the moments that will leave your jaw on the floor. So stay tuned, because what you're about to witness isn't just Harlem hip-hop drama, it's history in the making, and you'll want to be here for every second. The streets of Harlem are buzzing louder than ever. Max B is back. Hey, and the city isn't just talking, it's reacting. After 16 years behind bars, the Wave God stepped out with a presence that cannot be ignored. Fans lined the sidewalks, posting live reactions on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, capturing the historic moment. For years, Max B had been the ghost in the city's hip-hop narrative, a name that carried weight but remained absent from the studio and the stage. Now he's back, and Harlem is split between excitement, skepticism, and straight-up hype. The first whispers of his comeback began with his social media posts, videos of him back in the studio, listening to beats, nodding with old friends, including French Montana. The captions alone sent waves. Wave God back in business. Public Domain 7 is coming, and cryptic quotes hinting at untold stories from his prison years. Fans dissected every frame, every gesture. The streets were alive. Every post became a debate. Was Max B truly back to reclaim the throne? Or was this a nostalgic flex with no real substance? Then Cameron entered the picture. Harlem's own Killa Cam began dropping hints on his podcast, recounting stories about Max B's early days, his rise with Dipset, and moments that never made it to the public eye. Cameron shared tales of ambition, loyalty, and betrayal, how the music industry and street politics often collide. He painted a picture of Max B as more than a rapper. He's a symbol of Harlem's resilience. Every revelation stirred emotions. Fans tweeted, debated, and created memes. The city watched as insider stories became the talk of the week. But the heat didn't stop there. Charleston White, known for his raw, no-holds-barred opinions, weighed in, adding a layer of controversy. He questioned Max B's relevance outside New York while acknowledging the loyalty he commanded within the city. He's Harlem royalty. But let's not pretend the rest of the country's clued in. Charleston said in one live session, sparking debates and heated discussions. Online, fans instantly picked sides, some defending Max, some siding with Charleston's critique, and others just watching the chaos unfold. Meanwhile, snippets from Max B's upcoming project leaked online, creating further buzz. Every beat, every lyric, every feature teased on Public Domain 7 was dissected. Collaborations with French Montana, Kehlani, and even posthumous appearances from Chinks had fans analyzing the hidden messages and rumored beef references. The streets interpreted lyrics as indirect responses to old rivalries, industry, conflicts, and personal struggles. Reddit threads exploded, Twitter polls surged, and Instagram stories flooded with clips and reactions. The Harlem media scene didn't stay silent. Local radio DJs, hip-hop bloggers, and street reporters began tracking every move. From the corner shops to major outlets, the narrative was clear. Max B's return is not just a personal comeback. It's a cultural moment that demands attention. Every interview, every appearance, and every Instagram clip became content fodder for debates about loyalty, legacy, and the changing face of Harlem hip-hop. And then came the fan interactions. Harlem natives took to social media, sharing old photos of Max B's pre-prison era alongside the recent footage, creating a visual timeline of his transformation. "He's older, wiser, and ready to reclaim his spot," one fan wrote. Another commented, "This isn't just music, it's a Harlem moment." Even outside New York, fans from Atlanta, Chicago, and LA chimed in, debating the global relevance of Max B's return and how much influence he still wields in the hip-hop community. The drama reached another layer when Cam'ron hinted at stories that were never meant for public eyes. He referenced events from the early 2000s, rivalries, and behind-the-scenes studio conflicts that shaped Dipset and Harlem culture. Each revelation prompted viral reactions. Fans clipped audio, shared screenshots, and commented in real time. The narrative wasn't just Max B returning. It was Harlem history being rewritten in front of the public. Charleston White, meanwhile, continued to stoke the fire. His commentary wasn't just critique, it was engagement gold. Fans debated. His every statement argued over Max B's influence and created content reacting to Charleston's opinions. Street-level Instagram and TikTok videos emerged, showing fans reenacting moments from Max B's old clips, reacting to the leaks, and even freestyling responses to Cam'ron's stories. The Harlem scene was alive, chaotic, and unstoppable. One thing became clear. This wasn't merely a comeback. It was a multi-layered cultural event, combining music, legacy, street politics, and media attention. Every reaction from fans, influencers, and Harlem legends alike contributed to a story that felt as dynamic as the city itself. The narrative was no longer just about Max B. It was about the intersection of history, loyalty, and the modern rap landscape. With Cam'ron and Charleston White providing the commentary that brought every twist to life, as Max B's presence began to dominate Harlem's streets and social media. The narrative shifted from simple hype to real tension, history, and controversy. Fans weren't just reacting to his return, they were dissecting the hidden stories, rivalries, and long-standing secrets Cam'ron and Charleston White began exposing. Every mention, every comment, every leaked lyric was being scrutinized like evidence in a trial. The streets of Harlem were alive with speculation. Cam'ron took the lead in revealing long-buried truths about Max B's early Dipset days. He spoke about moments in the studio that were never publicized, rivalries with other Harlem artists, and the way Max's incarceration shaped the group's trajectory. These revelations didn't just provide context, they redefined Max B's legacy, showing him as both a survivor of harsh circumstances and a strategic player in the Harlem hip-hop game. Cam'ron emphasized the importance of loyalty, the consequences of betrayal, and how every move in Harlem's rap scene is a calculated chess piece. Fans erupted online, Reddit threads and Twitter comment sections filled with heated debates. Max B deserved more credit back then, wrote one fan, while another countered. Cam'ron's stories show there's more to the streets than we ever knew. Memes were created instantly, highlighting specific quotes from Cam'ron's podcast and Max B's leaked studio clips. Every post went viral within hours, and the YouTube algorithm favored content that showed exclusive reactions and insider knowledge. Then, Charleston White intensified the drama. Known for being unfiltered, he didn't hold back on commenting about Max B's relevance and authenticity outside New York. Some of his statements were polarizing. He questioned Max B's influence nationally, suggesting that while Harlem revered him, the wider hip-hop audience had moved on. Of course, fans clashed in real time. Harlem natives defended Max B passionately, creating a digital tug-of-war that spanned platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Meanwhile, snippets from Max B's upcoming project, Public Domain 7, began surfacing online. Each leak sparked speculation, hidden references to past rivalries, lines hinting at industry conflicts, and shout-outs to deceased friends like Chinks. Fans examined every word, reading between the lines for subtle diss tracks and street commentary. Hip-hop forums dissected beats, collaborations, and posthumous features, trying to decode who Max B was sending messages to and how these tracks reflected his prison years. Social media engagement surged. Clips of Max B in the studio interacting with French Montana, Kehlani, and A Boogie Wit Da Hoodie were being shared thousands of times. Fans created reaction videos, freestyles, and breakdowns, further amplifying the reach. The Harlem community responded with pride, nostalgia, and a dash of skepticism. While outsiders tried to understand the weight of Max B's cultural impact, then came the real street drama. As the conversation intensified, rival Harlem artists and fans began posting reactions that implied old beef might resurface. Cryptic Instagram stories and subtle mentions in interviews suggested that Max B's return could reignite unresolved conflicts from the 2000s. Every reaction, every story, and every post became a piece of the puzzle that viewers tried to assemble, making the saga feel alive, unpredictable, and cinematic. Cam'ron continued to provide context. He shared insights into the Harlem rap ecosystem, explaining how labels, street politics, and loyalty intersect. He also addressed misconceptions about Max B's past, clarifying rumors about alleged snitching and strategic choices during his incarceration. These revelations not only cemented Max B's reputation among loyalists, but also fueled debates among casual fans and critics, further enhancing engagement. Charleston White, never one to stay quiet, responded to Cam'ron's revelations with his trademark controversial style, questioning whether the Harlem community was overhyping Max B's influence. His commentary was sharp, unapologetic, and calculated to provoke discussion. Fans were divided. Some saw Charleston as brutally honest, while others accused him of diminishing Harlem's cultural icons. Meanwhile, industry insiders took notice. Podcasts, blogs, and radio shows began analyzing every angle: the significance of Max B's mixtape, the historical context Cam'ron provided, and the polarizing opinions from Charleston White. Analysts suggested that this saga was no longer just entertainment. It had become a case study in modern hip-hop influence, fan culture, and social media leverage. Explored the fans' emotional connection. Clips surfaced of fans visiting locations tied to Max B's early career, streets, studios, and neighborhoods immortalized in his lyrics. These visuals brought authenticity to the story, making viewers feel they were part of the Harlem narrative, experiencing history as it unfolded. Comments flooded in. Feels like the city never left him. This is more than music. It's culture. Max B belongs to Harlem. Period. Finally, the tension escalated as hints of future collaborations and possible confrontations emerged. Rumors circulated that Max B had plans to drop surprise features addressing old rivalries, while Cam'ron teased more untold stories of Harlem legends in upcoming interviews. Its combination of music, personal history, and street politics created a multi-layered narrative that demanded attention. The audience was fully immersed. They had witnessed Max B's resurgence, Cam'ron's insider revelations, Charleston White's polarizing commentary, and the street's reaction in real time. Social media activity was at a peak, clips being shared, debates ongoing, and every post analyzed like evidence. The story had evolved from a comeback to a full-blown cultural phenomenon, leaving viewers eager for what would happen next. As the saga of Max B's return unfolded, Harlem wasn't just watching, it was living and breathing every second. The streets, the studios, and social media were ablaze with discussion, debate, and drama. Max B had shifted from a legendary figure returning from prison to a central force shaping contemporary Harlem hip-hop, with Cameron and Charleston White providing commentary that added depth, controversy, and credibility. The first seismic shock came with Max B's surprise live appearance in Harlem. Fans gathered in front of iconic studios and street corners, capturing every moment on TikTok and Instagram. This wasn't a simple meet and greet. It was a cultural event, a declaration that Max B was back to reclaim his throne. Social media exploded as fans uploaded clips of him interacting with old collaborators like French Montana and emerging Harlem artists, nodding to his legacy while signaling a new chapter. Meanwhile, Cameron went deeper into Max B's story. On his podcast, he recounted never-before-told studio conflicts, early Dipset negotiations, and the pressures of Harlem street politics that shaped Max B's career. These weren't just stories for entertainment. They were lessons in loyalty, strategy, and survival. Cameron revealed how Max B maintained his influence even behind bars, emphasizing the network, respect, and alliances that protected his legacy. Fans dissected every revelation, creating discussions that spanned Reddit threads, Twitter debates, and YouTube comments. Charleston White added another layer of intensity. Known for his unfiltered and provocative style, he challenged some of Cameron's narratives, questioning the extent of Max B's influence outside Harlem. His commentary sparked controversy and engagement, forcing viewers to take sides. Some agreed with Charleston's critique, acknowledging that Harlem loyalty doesn't always translate nationally. Others defended Max B, emphasizing his cultural significance and the respect he commanded in the streets. The online conversation became a tug-of-war, driving massive engagement for your channel. Amidst the drama, snippets from Max B's mixtape, Public Domain 7, began surfacing on social media. Each track was analyzed for hidden messages, dislines, and tributes. Fans speculated about references to past beefs, prison experiences, and industry rivalries. Collaborations with French Montana, Kehlani, and A Boogie Wit Dahoudi amplified excitement, creating a sense that Max B was not just back, but stronger than ever. Commentary videos, fan freestyles, and reaction clips flooded the internet, further cementing the mixtape's cultural impact. The narrative escalated further when other Harlem artists joined the conversation. Small snippets, Instagram posts, and cryptic comments suggested that old rivalries might be revisited, and fans began piecing together past feuds with current events. This created tension and anticipation. Was Max B's return going to spark new conflicts or heal old wounds? Social media engagement surged as viewers wanted to see every interaction, every reaction, and every public appearance. Cameron continued providing insight into Harlem's historical dynamics, linking Max B's journey to broader street and industry politics. He explained how loyalty, respect, and strategic moves were integral to surviving the rap game, especially in Harlem. These insights resonated with fans who were not just interested in the music, but in the cultural and strategic decisions behind it. Every comment, post, and video clip became a piece of this intricate puzzle. Meanwhile, Charleston White's provocations didn't slow down. He called out individuals he felt had misrepresented Harlem's history, questioned the hype around Max B's return, and challenged viewers to think critically about authenticity. His statements, while controversial, drove massive engagement with fans debating every line, dissecting his reasoning, and posting reaction videos that further amplified your channel's reach. The tension hit its peak. The combination of Max B's physical return, Cameron's insider revelations, and Charleston White's provocative critiques created a story that was both immersive and unpredictable. Fans weren't just watching, they were interacting, analyzing, and forming opinions in real time. Harlem had become the stage, and your channel was the front row seat for all the drama. The final moments focused on legacy and future implications. Max B wasn't just back, he was asserting influence, shaping Harlem culture, and inspiring a new generation of artists. Cameron emphasized the importance of understanding history and respecting legacy, while Charleston White reminded viewers that controversy and dialogue were essential to keeping the culture alive. The story had evolved from a comeback to a multi-layered cultural event, blending music, history, personal growth, and street politics. By the conclusion, one undeniable truth emerged. Max B's return wasn't a mere footnote in Harlem's hip-hop story. It was a defining moment, a clash of legacies, a lesson in survival, and a demonstration of cultural influence. Fans left with heated discussions, viral clips, and a renewed appreciation for the streets, the music, and the stories behind the artists they love. But the conversation didn't end. The streets were talking, fans were posting, and your channel had captured every electrifying moment, providing viewers with a full, immersive, and unforgettable experience. Now that you've seen the full story unfold, it's time to hear from you. What do you think about Max B's return? Is he truly reclaiming his throne in Harlem? Or is this just hype? Cameron's revelations and Charleston White's controversial takes have shaken the streets, but we want your raw opinions. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now because this conversation is far from over. If you've been following Harlem hip-hop for years, you know how much history, loyalty, and street politics matter. Now imagine being part of this moment as it happens. Your voice can join thousands of others in the debate. Agree with Cameron, side with Charleston White. Or are you just here for Max B's music? Let us know below. Your perspective matters. And don't forget, if you want exclusive updates, reactions, insider breakdowns like this every week, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Be the first to catch every shocking revelation, every leaked clip, and every Harlem street reaction as it happens. Also, smash that like button if Max B's comeback got you hyped. And share this video with your friends so they can join the discussion. Harlem's story is bigger than any one artist. It's a legacy, and you're part of it. Stay tuned, stay engaged, and remember, this is only the beginning. The streets are talking, and you won't want to miss what comes next.